Alright, welcome back. Now, before the keyboard warriors start attacking their creepy Uncle Benny 13 in the comments below, and it's usually trolls that just seem to want to go past people's channels and just be annoying and insulting and try and ruin people's day. Hate people like that. But, as you can see, this is a recording that I've done. I'm not actually playing this live, so before people are like, oh, did you see his hand? Oh, blah, blah, blah. You moved there, didn't move there, the gameplay is like, oh... I'm not lying to anyone. This is me playing the game earlier on. I'm doing a Greater Rift 100, and the reason that I'm doing a recording is because it is quite lengthy. This is the full run. I'm not going to fast forward the footage or anything like that. It's the full run. It takes a while, and now I can at least talk and relax, and I don't have to worry about focusing on the game and trying to talk to you all. So it just makes it a hell of a lot easier for me. And as you can see, this is my character Beniket playing Diablo 3 Greater Rift 100, and what I actually want to get to is this is the build that I'm currently using. It's the Natalya / Marauder Sentry Fire build, and this is a variation of the build that I did not too long ago, which was the cold version. So it was a Natalya Marauder Sentry cold version. This is the fire version. Out of the two, they're both so effective. I'm not even sure if I have a favorite out of the two. They're both great on resource regeneration or maintaining your resource. They both do a hell of a lot of damage. They both reduce damage very well. If I had to pick which one did maybe just the slightest bit more damage, it might be the fire one, but maybe that's just like literally something that most people wouldn't even notice. You just have to do a lot of runs with the cold damage and then do a lot of runs with the fire damage, and you might notice just like a slight increase in damage with the fire one. But having said that, they're both really awesome. Now, what I want to get to is what frustrates the hell out of me, and I touched on it in my previous video, is when content creators or people that do Diablo 3 guides, build guides and things like that, they'll state in the title that the builds can do a GR 100 plus, or it can do 105 plus or 90 plus. Whatever they're stating in the title is what we expect to see in the video and what we expect to achieve following the person's instructions. Now the thing is, what I've noticed is a lot of creators, a lot of guide makers will just advertise the player that's achieved this, that's on top of the leaderboard. So if it's a Shadow's Mantle set for the Demon Hunter, they'll look in the leaderboards, and if the number one rank clear has done 115, then they'll advertise their video as a 115 plus Greater Rift build. But when you watch the video, they're doing like a GR 75 or a GR 80, which is way under what they're actually letting us know in the title. And a lot of people in the comments below, I notice, ask the question. They'll be saying, how come you're doing a GR 80 if this is a GR 115 advertised video? And the content creator will reply saying, oh, I stated that this build is capable of doing a 115 clear. I never said that I'm doing the clear. It's like, so what's the point then? If the max you can do is 85, then advertise it as an 85 plus. If you can't clear what you're telling us in the title, then don't advertise it in the title. Just let us know what you can clear. So I don't want to be one of those guys. And what I noticed was when I did the Natalya Marauder Sentry cold build video, I didn't actually have footage of my GR 100 clear. I mistakenly went into a Nephilim Rift, only because, as you can see, a GR 100 takes a bit of time. So instead of using all this footage in what was already quite a lengthy build video, I just thought I'll go into Nephilim Rift, I'll destroy a few elite packs and just give you all an example of the gameplay. And some people commented, and I appreciate that you were actually very nice about it. They put it really nicely, such as, great video, creepy Uncle Bennick. However, next time, can you give us some gameplay footage of the Greater Rift that you're stating in your title? And I absolutely 100% agree, because where I am, and in my mind, I know that what I can do. I can clear a Greater Rift 100, not a problem, with the build that I'm advertising and showing you all. But you don't know that. Like, I could be lying, I could be misleading you, which is what people do. So I just thought, I'll definitely use the Greater Rift that I'm advertising in my build video, but I also thought I might just show you guys the full run as well. So here's the full run. Morning coffee. So this is morning. I still have to go to work today, so I'm quickly doing this video for you all, having my morning coffee. If it was the evening, I'd be drinking a beer, but it's not, so I need my brain fully functioning and sharp for work today. And you can see I feel like I've been talking rubbish for like half an hour, and we're just about halfway through. But as you can see, Greater Rift 100, we're progressing quite well. We're pulling away from the timer. It's going pretty good, and very importantly, like, clearing a Greater Rift 100 is no easy feat. Like anyone will tell you, it's not easy. But for this Demon Hunter character that I'm using, as you can see, the Paragon is only 1163. That's quite low for a Greater Rift 100 clear, I think. Because the very top of the leaderboards that are clearing like 114, 115 since I last checked, they're about 2,500, 3,000 plus Paragon levels. So 1,163 isn't really that high at all, I don't think. So I think it's quite an achievement. I'm pretty proud of it, and I'm happy to share it with you all. I'm going to share this exact build with you all. Hopefully in the next 24 hours I can get that build video up. I do have a day off this week on Wednesday, so it may be Wednesday by the time I upload this, but as of this recording, it's Tuesday. I'm going to work my butt off to try and get this video up. I still have to edit this week's Challenge Rift video, so that gets priority, and I'll definitely get that up because, you know, it's this week's Challenge Rift. The sooner I get that up, the better. There's no point getting that video up when the Challenge Rift is about to reset. So I definitely want to get that up first, and then I'll edit this. It's going to take a while to render because it is a lengthy video. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below when it comes to misleading titles, particularly with Greater Rift builds. You know, I see it all the time. A title says if you can clear a Greater Rift 100 or 120 or 90, whatever it may be, show us the gameplay footage of you doing that. There's no point advertising it if it's someone else's achievement. It's just crazy. Take some pride in your gameplay. Damn it, we died. Obviously in the Greater Rift 100, dying can occur. Everything from 100, or maybe even like from like 95s, it does get quite difficult. Obviously having a high Paragon level and playing like so much Diablo 3 is definitely going to help you. But once you get into the 100, it's definitely not easy. And I find that the Rift Guardian, he just has so much goddamn health, it's ridiculous. Sometimes you might be way ahead and the Rift Guardian just sucks the remaining time right out of you, and it also depends which Rift Guardian you get. Another good point to bring up is with Greater Rifts that are this level, 100 and beyond, you definitely have to get lucky with your maps as well. Like you can get some really annoying ones where you don't get pylons and just like annoying elite packs, or you might not have many elite packs. So you have to definitely be lucky to get a pretty good map. There's a lot of density here. And which this was a pretty reasonable map. Like, I was pretty comfortable most of the time. I did die a few times, obviously. But, you know, the main thing is you're progressing. You know, you're going to die when it's Greater Rift 100. But I really love this build. It's definitely my favourite. Shadow's Mantle was my go-to build before this one. I really love Shadow's Mantle, but I don't know. I really prefer this. It all comes down to your personal playstyle though, really. If you enjoy Shadow's Mantle, you're happy with it, you want to work on that and try and buff that up, then by all means do so. Right now I'm focusing on this like Natalya Marauder build because it's what I'm playing at the moment. It's my favourite and I just want to share it with you all. You know, if it can do Greater Rift's 100 clears, then I want to share it with you all so you can all achieve the same sort of thing. especially if you're at a similar Paragon level or even higher. If you're higher than that, even better. It'll be even easier for you. Obviously, it depends on any primal, ancient, and ancient items that you have equipped as well. That all helps. There's definitely a few stats that we've got to change around for this as well. But we'll get to that in another video, not right now. I'm not going to talk about the build in this. You guys must be sick of my voice already, so as soon as we clear the Greater Rift, I'm out of here. I'm going to go play some Far Cry 5 before I have to go to work. I've also bought the new God of War game, which is just sitting there next to Assassin's Creed Origins, which I still have to finish. So I'm way behind on games. It's ridiculous. And as much as I'd love to do some gameplay videos with Far Cry 5 and God of War as well, it just can't happen. With Diablo 3 as my main focus and having to work a full-time job, you know, I get home after work where I just want to sit, lounge out in my underwear, put my glasses on, have a bottle of beer there and just kind of like be half, you know, sinking into my couch just playing downstairs, which is not a sight that anyone should be subjected to. You don't want to see your creepy uncle in his underwear with a beer, glasses on, eyes squinting, barely awake, playing a video game. That's not entertaining. But that's how I feel after work, you know, doing a 10 or 12 hour day after getting up early to go to the gym, because I'm a pretty physical person, and then coming home to work on videos for you all. There he is. There's the Rift Guardian. And now you'll see how annoying he is. Like, we're well ahead of time, and the Rift Guardian just has a ridiculous amount of health. I pumped so many damn arrows into him. Gotta watch out for that avalanche. So as soon as he casts those rocks, or the avalanche, whatever you want to call it, you got to get out of the way. See, I thought I was out of the way there, and I still think that I was, because that rock landed in front of me, and yet I died. But just make sure you get out of the way even more than that. I really love this build. I haven't been playing much of this current season, I have to admit, but I've rolled a monk class, and I'm really enjoying the monk as well. That Wave of Light build is just so damn overpowered, it's ridiculous. Which I'm going to share with you all as well in the near future. First of all, we're going to do some Demon Hunter videos. I'm going to update some of the old videos that I uploaded on my Demon Hunter in the past. Some people have asked for a refresher on my old Demon Hunter videos. Like I've done Demon Hunter builds for every single set in the game. I've done all the set dungeons, everything you can think of for the Demon Hunter, because the Demon Hunter is my main class, and that was the first class that I focused on. But now it is quite outdated, so don't stress, Demon Hunters out there. Your creepy uncle's got your back. And we're gonna start with my favorite build, which there already is one video out, the cold damage Natalya Marauder, which I've already repeated so many times. I'm sorry for that, but I'll post a link at the end of this video, which you can just click on and check that out. It's good to check that out before you actually watch my fire version, because you'll be ready. The fire variation is just a few simple changes. It's very easy, but I'm still going to do like a complete video guide for it all. As you can see here, it's coming close. This Rift Guardian was a pain. I think I still die one more time. Less than a minute to go. And that companion, Wolf Companion, is so critical there. I got a bit cocky, I think. I thought I was just going to take him out. So really, we should have got a much better time there. But when you play a Greater Rift for so long, my fingers go numb. It's ridiculous. I think I'm just getting old. Just from clicking all the time. I should use autocast. Actually, I'll do a video on that in the future as well. Autocasting definitely comes in handy. For some reason, I don't really I don't really like using autocasting. I don't know why. I just like to, you know, do everything manually myself. But there it is. I've rambled enough. Thank you so much if you sat through all of that rambling. I really appreciate it. I know it must be painful. But when I do the actual build video for this fire version of the Marauders build, I'm going to chop a lot of footage, and you won't see like you won't see the entire run of the Greater Rift 100 in that video. No way, because I'm going to be talking about the items and the stats and all that sort of stuff that you need for the build. So you'll probably just see like the ending, or I'll just probably chop and change maybe 30 seconds of video and just sort of give you like a quick highlight version of the Greater Rift 100, but a lot of you might have actually requested to see the full Greater Rift 100 clear, so here it is beforehand anyway. Your creepy uncle, he's a bit of a mind reader. If you've actually watched this to the very end, which is right now, it's about to end, please post in the comments below, stay creepy. Just say, stay creepy, that way I know that you've lasted this long, and that way I can give you some really special love, creepy uncle style.